Alright, it's Thursday and you are onto Alaska Spice TV. Reaching you live from Alaska Spice studio. My name is Henry and I'm so happy to be with you here today. I hope everybody is okay. Alright, so I have some sport information to pass across to my wonderful viewers and audience out there. And today we'll be looking at the English Premiership as well as the Cameroon 2021 when the All-African Nations Cup is taking place right now. So yeah, so far I'm sure that a lot of you already know that the FA Cup most win leading team has been bonded out of the FA Cup. That was an unbelievable result that we saw during the week. That I don't know. Not that I forgot to bring that news out, but it was quite shocking to see that Nottingham Forest actually won against Arsenal, which is the team that has won the FA Cup the most, 40-time champions, to be bonded out by a championship team. And it was just a shocking result to me that I don't know, maybe that was why I skipped my head to bring the news to us here. Arsenal never seems to amaze me. Alright, so Arsenal is out of FA Cup by a long goal or something like that. They couldn't stand the championship team. So yesterday we saw a lot of wonderful football across the English football as well, and there was a very wonderful game that was played in about 2 games were supposed to be played, but one was postponed. Then we saw West Ham taking on Norwich City, and the game ended 2-0 in favor of West Ham United. And Southampton won against Brentford, the newcomer, and by 4-1. And by that game right now, that brought about 21 total games played so far in the Premiership. Man City they have played 21 games with 53 points. Chelsea have played 21 games with 43 points. Liverpool has played 20 games with 1 game in hand with 42 points. West Ham happens to push Arsenal back down from 4th position into 5th position to occupy the 4th position with 37 points, while Arsenal, with 1 game in hand, with 20 games played, are in the 5th position with 35 points. That makes Man City 10 points clear over the 2nd place Chelsea, while Liverpool is 42 points, and that's how it goes. And Man City is still going to be another champion this season, most likely, because to bridge this gap of 10 points between them and Chelsea is going to be crazy. All right, let's move from Premiership to the League Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that some of us will know that the League Cup has been on, and Chelsea was had the first leg played on the 12th of January 2022, hosting Tottenham Hotspur. The first leg was played. Chelsea won the game by 2-0, and the second leg was played last night when Chelsea was on a visit. Yes, they were visitors to the host Tottenham Hotspur at the Tottenham Stadium, and the game, in the last minute, the game ended in 1-0 in favor of Chelsea. Chelsea has now qualified to the League Cup final, awaiting the result of the winner between Arsenal and Liverpool, who will be playing tonight, Thursday 13th, at 2:45 p.m. Cambodia time. And that will be for the first leg, because the first match that was supposed to happen was postponed due to the COVID and the busy schedule of the Premiership. So Liverpool will be hosting Arsenal and the Anfield in Liverpool home stadium tonight, and we're looking forward to see. I hope that Arsenal will be able to keep up. Anyway, a lot of major players in Liverpool team has already gone for the Africa Cup of Nations. Let's see if Arsenal will be able to. Arsenal too, they have 1 or 2 players, which is the captain as well as Pante, who was playing for Atletico Madrid, that was transferred during the summer to Arsenal, is a Ghanaian that is already in the Nations Cup playing for the Ghanaian national team. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the deal of the day. The deal of the day. I'm so excited. I'm sure that all of us here, we have been following the wonderful, wonderful football event that has been happening in Africa, and beautiful football has been played so far. A lot of things has been played. I just want to give us some about the Africa Cup of Nations. Yesterday, we saw wonderful matches played, and we saw Mauritania playing against Gambia, and Gambia won the encounter by 1-0. And Equatorial Guinea playing against Ivory Coast, the Cote d'Ivoire, and the Ivorians, which is also the West African country, won their first game against Equatorial Guinea by 1-0. But there is one more that is really, really intriguing last night that almost everybody is talking about it right now all across Africa. It's a game that involved Tunisia versus Mali. That game was, I don't know, it was full of energy. It was a lot of tension, and most people, I mean, including myself, we are not really happy with the situation on ground. Okay, at night, the game, normally the hours played, the minutes played, I beg your pardon, is 90 minutes. The referee blows for full time with 89 minutes and 47 seconds gone. According to the time on the TV, on the screen, the Tunisian manager and the backroom staff screamed to the pitch to demand an explanation, pointing angrily at the watches to the referee that why does the game have to end before the normal official time. I have never seen such a thing. At the same time, this has been a bizarre conclusion to the match officials. The referee and his assistants were surrounded by the steward of their surrounded by the steward of the game officials for protection, and they were ushered off. They were escorted off the pitch. He will have some explaining details to give later because his timekeeping seems very odd and his red card decision excessively harsh. Penalty decisions, mind you, we were reasonable. Mali scored from the spot and Tunisia missed, and that is why the 3 points go to Mali. It's a game that, I don't know, everybody, I'm sure that a lot of people are already talking about these things because, first of all, the referee made so many mistakes. The VAR was checked, and the decision was that it was in favor of this side, that the referee later changed in blind. There were so many things that is happening, and this is not really good for the image of African football, especially after for holding this competition for a very long time, and at this time now where there are availability, there are easy access to technology that can help to actually bring out the real situations. And I think there was a breakdown in communication between the VAR referee as well as the front field, that is middle field referee, that are in charge of the game, and it was really a bad situation, and this is not good for African football. And I hope that CAF and the organizers of this 2021 Cameroon Nations Cup organizing committee will look into these events that happened, because it was obvious that the other team did not quite accept the result. Even if I were in the position, I'm sure you two that are listening to me right now, you will not accept that situation. So it's really a poor performance by the referee, and I hope that critical panel will be set up into such an issue and look into, so that to avoid the reoccurrence of such a thing, that people don't see African football as inefficient and not well organized, and there should be a moment where competent referees should be given an opportunity to officiate. And we saw some beautiful thing that this is the first edition of the CAF All-African Cup of Nations game where a woman has actually been a central referee, a lady from Rwanda. I forgot his name right now, but she has been the first woman taking the stage as the first woman referee in the history of this year competition, which is really a good thing that everybody is talking about. But by what happened between Tunisia and Mali last night, it was really bizarre, and the situation was embarrassing for African football and Cameroon official as well as all the other teams that are there. So I believe that this issue should be looked into properly to make sure that there will be no reoccurrence. All right, so far we have not seen so many goal scores in the competition, but so far we have the number of goal scores in the competition so far are 11 in total, with Cameroon having the highest, being in their opening game they scored 2 goals, and we have 6 assists so far from the tournament, and we have 14 yellow card, 2 red card, that is from the game involving Mali and Ethiopia, one for a player in Ethiopia and one from player in Mali. So a lot of things are going on. So, but let's just have a look at the group stage right now. Let's see how the group is standing. Let's see how the Nations Cup, how the teams are standing right now so far. And in the group, let's say in Group A, we have Cameroon leading and with 3 points on top because they have 2 goals in their encounter. So they are ahead of Cape Verde, who is making their debut for the first time. Cameroon won their first match, so each match won, you have 3 points. So Cameroon have 3 points, Cape Verde 3 points, and they are both first and second position. Burkina Faso, there is no point. Ethiopia, they're at the bottom of the table. Now Group B, we have Guinea, Senegal, Malawi, and Zimbabwe. Guinea are on top of the table with 3 points, while Senegal, who also won their first game, are on top of second position of the table with 3 points, and goal aggregate puts Guinea ahead of Senegal. Now in Group C, we have Gabon, Morocco, Comoros, and Ghana. Gabon is on top of the league, top of the table by winning their first match, so they have 3 points. Morocco also won their first match, and the goal aggregate and stuff put Gabon ahead of Morocco. So Morocco have Gabon is number 1, Morocco second, and Comoros is third, while Ghana, having lost their game, is also at the bottom of Group C. Group D, which is a very interesting group that everyone is always talking about. We have Nigeria on top of the group, having won the only winner. They are the only team that have won their opening game by Nigeria beating Egypt, which we saw by a long goal a couple of days ago. So Nigeria is on top of the table, followed by Guinea-Bissau. Guinea-Bissau, they lost they had a draw, while Sudan and Egypt lost their game. So Egypt is at the bottom of the table at the moment, while Sudan is at the 3rd position. And the Group E, we have Cote d'Ivoire, we have Algeria, we have Sierra Leone, we have Equatorial Guinea. Cote d'Ivoire won their first match. They have 3 points sitting on the table. Algeria, there was none. They had a goalless game, so they have a point. Sierra Leone, they have a goalless game against them, so they are also 1 point. They are sitting in the 3rd position. Equatorial Guinea at the bottom of the table. The last group of the ongoing competition is Group F. The Group F, we have Gambia, we have Mali, we have Mauritania, and we have Tunisia. Leading on the group is Gambia with 3 points. Gambia has a 1 goal in their first game, while Mali controversially awarded 3 points from their game against Tunisia. And now, right now, as it stands, Gambia is on top, followed by Mali, Mauritania, and Tunisia at the bottom. Very, 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 very surprising. Very surprising. Let's look so far though it's the first match played in the tournament, but let's see those who have registered or recorded their name on the score sheet. We have Abubakar from Cameroon, who had 2 penalties and were converted into goal. So he has 2 goals to his name. We have Bofa from Morocco, 1 goal. We have Bupanza from Gabon, 1 goal. We have Julia Tavares, 1 goal from Cape Verde. We have Gradel from Ivory Coast, 1 goal. We have Kelechi Iheanacho from Nigeria, 1 goal. We have Ejelo from Gambia, 1 goal. Kone from Mali, 1 goal. Sadio Mane of Liverpool striker of Senegal, 1 goal. We have also Sangere of Burkina Faso, who scored in the first game of the tournament against Cameroon. What a wonderful goal that was. That was a hard a very moment where Burkina Faso actually announced their presence in the competition, and no one actually saw that coming against the host nation on the opening day. It was a wonderful goal. And the last one, Ethiopia of Guinea with 1 goal. And then, like I said, the All Africa Cup of Nations it's a wonderful football event that they give you unexpected surprised in the game that you will be amazed. Like I told you before, Vincent Abubakar of Cameroon converted 2 penalties, so he's the lead scorer. And so we have all the names. And the assist, I would like to give us a little. We have 6 people that provided an assist. We have Brendan Traore of Burkina Faso has 1 assist. Gary Rodriguez, Cape Verde, has 1 assist. Joe Aribo of Nigeria, 1 assist. Jos Kante, 1 assist. We have Louis Emeka Achodia from Gabon, and we have Musa Baron, who has also provided 1 assist in the competition so far. For the yellow card, we have a total of 14 yellow cards be given from the first 3 the all group matches played so far. So the second round of it is the second game of the group stages is going to be taking place today, with the host nation playing against Ethiopia tonight at the same stadium where they did their opening, and they'll be playing Ethiopia at 11 p.m. Cambodia time, and that will be 5 p.m. West African time. And Cape Verde is also playing Burkina Faso at 2 a.m. I beg your pardon, 2 a.m. Cambodia time, and that will be 8 p.m. West Africa time. I don't know, I'm really a bit nervous right now, because the events that had actually happened between the Tunisia and Mali, it's so filled with so many controversies that I feel like it's a bit embarrassing. I was almost trying to avoid it, but this is sport. Like, you talk about the good, you also talk about the bad, and it's not a really good thing. But before I go, let us just look at the Super Eagles of Nigeria's camp right now after winning against the Pharaohs of Egypt, which is the Egypt national team. All right. So as usual, whenever Nigerians plays in the Nations Cup, the who that are supporting the Nigeria football, they somehow come up with different packages and stuff to encourage the footballers to do more in their next upcoming games. Nigeria next game will be against Sudan, and that will be on the 15th. Because I've got some few phone calls today that some people thinking that Nigeria was supposed to have a game today. No, Nigeria next game will be on the 15th, which is 2 days from now, and they are playing against Sudan. Sudan is a team filled with a lot of young guys, and I'm sure that it's not going to just be a game as usual for Nigeria, though the Sudanese would like to create so many upset. So I'm not sure that we should underrate the Sudanese, because they are young guys, and their blood is very fresh, and they are hungry for a place in the history of this year edition of Cameroon 2022, as well as All African Cup of Nations. So they should never play down, looking down on the Sudanese as a minor in this stage competition. Like I was saying before, so Nigerians are coming up with offers to encourage all members of the Super Eagles players as well as the crew. So, and I'm sure, I don't know, I couldn't get the video, but we saw that the CEO and the owner of Air Peace, Nigeria Air Peace. Air Peace is an airline operating from Nigeria, who actually is the official courier of the Super Eagles from Nigeria to Cameroon. And the owner promised each Super Eagles player 10 million naira for each goal score. For example, if they're going to play, when the Super Eagles finally get to take on Sudan on the 15th, if they score 10 goals, that means 100 million. Yeah, that would be a lot. So I know that when we were back when we were younger, when we hear things like this, we would like to just run away from our school immediately and start playing football to make sure that we make it to the Super Eagles team, so that we can also have amount of money like this, so that we can our name with it. So yeah, I'm just saying, but no, as every young Nigerian, when you get to see some things like this, but these things also have effect as well. As the owner of the airpiece come up to say that each goal score will be giving 10 million naira to each player who scored the goal, and I remember, and 50 million naira if they win the Nations Cup. This money is this is from his own part of it. This is his own offer, not from the FA, not from the government. This is just for him to share up the Super Eagles to do well. That if they win the competition, if they bring the cup back to Nigeria to make Nigeria the fourth champion of the Africa Cup of Nations, he's going to cough out 50 million naira for the members of the Super Eagles, but he offers 10 million for each goal score. This is something that I feel like it's a good gesture. I really like it. I welcome it. But at the same time, it's dangerous, considering what happened to the Nigeria Super Eagles after 1994 World Cup and as well as 1996. When in the time of Rashidi Yekini and Daniel Mokache, there was Austin JJ, Okocha, and Stephen Guavo, as well as Stevie Keshi time, when the players, because of the money, the price tag per each goal, they became selfish. Passing the ball from one person to the person who is in a better position to score the goal became a problem, and that was how gangsterism and all kind of things got into the Nigeria Super Eagles at that time. But though we're in a different era now, and I believe that things should be done differently, but let's hope that this kind of offers will not make players who are supposed to pass the ball to the other player who's in a better position to score, that things like this do not happen in this time again. It's a wonderful gesture. I like it, and we're looking forward to more people coming to make offers. Nigeria is such a big and successful country that anyone playing for the nation, especially at a time like this when politics is just around the corner, as well as people are looking forward to this competition to have a new sense of hope concerning the situation of the country based on what is happening. So football is a unifying ground for all Nigerians, regardless of their political affiliation or religions or tribe or background whatsoever. So I think this is a very good initiative by the owner and the CEO of Airpeace Nigeria, and we applaud you. We want to say thank you for supporting the Super Eagles and doing a wonderful work. And as it was, like I said in the first edition of this ALASCOSPICETV Sports update, it's a very beautiful thing to see that Nigeria finally will have an airline operating from the soil of Nigeria that is taking our national team to another country for a major competitions like this. CAF competitions, that the All African Cup of Nations is a major competition across Africa outside the FIFA World Cup, and I think that this is the second most prestigious football competition across the world, and I believe that each team participating from different countries across the African continent should be awarded and well treated. And this is why the situation of the Tunisia versus Mali incident actually made my heart a bit sad. I was disappointed, and I hope that members of CAF and all the organizing committee involved in this edition of Cameroon 2021 should have a proper sit-up in correcting these mistakes, making sure that nothing like this happens again. All right, and now this brings me to the conclusion of this edition. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been wonderful. It's been very interesting, and just so you know, the recap of the fixture for today: Cameroon will be playing host to Ethiopia at 11 p.m. Cambodia time. Cape Verde will be playing host to Burkina Faso. Cameroon won their first game. Cape Verde also won their first game. Ethiopia and Burkina Faso are going to be looking very, very desperate to redeem their image, and as well as have an opportunity of staying longer and advancing from the group stage to the knockout stages of the competitions. Other than that, if they lose any of these matches tonight, that will just be an end. They will just be a participant for the last game, and what we will see is to see them flying out of Cameroon back to their respective nation. All right, it's been wonderful. Thank you for being there. This is the end of it. My name is Harry. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much, and Don't forget, keep supporting Alaska Spice TV. God bless you. God bless Africa. God bless Cameroon. And CAF, please do something and make sure that the Africa Cup of Nations is out completely without things that had happened yesterday involving Tunisia and Mali. Thank you. God bless you.